Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
Hey guys, welcome back to another stout review. We are full steam ahead with Stoutmas. Only 10 days left. Crazy. It is one of my favorite times of the year because this beer drops middle of December every year. And today we are checking out the 2018 vintage of Wizard Blend from Modern Times. I love that label, by the way. That black and gold is just so clean. Love it. This year's vintage is a 13.6% alcohol by volume. They call it a blended barrel age rad beer. So I've reviewed all the vintages of this. I really love this beer, and I don't think it gets the love that it deserves. This beer is awesome, and I don't hear people talking about it. Obviously, I don't see any other videos of people reviewing this. I don't understand why, but it is what it is. So this year's Wizard Blend is a blend of bourbon barrel-aged Devil's Teeth, Monsters Park, Dragon Mask. Is Dragon Mask the churro beer? It might be. Speaks with Planets. Don't remember what beer that was. Modem Tones, which is awesome. Oblivion Ring. Don't remember that one. And then Beastmaster, which we just reviewed. I love that beer. And then they add Devil's Teeth aged in Barbados rum barrels, Monsters Park aged in bourbon and maple syrup barrels. I have bottles of that I never reviewed. I will be doing that shortly. And Dragon Mask aged in sherry barrels. So it's a cacophony, is that what it's called? of amazingness. So let's get into this one. I actually just got back from Modern Times. I picked up my last league beers of the 2018 year. So we're gonna go into, actually I never use these league glasses. This is our Modern Times league glass from 2016. The League of Elegant Partygoers. Here we go. She pours light. She usually does. This is such a fun beer. I love it every year. I look forward to it every year. I wish more people talked about it. Maybe if you've had this beer, we can talk about it. So, pitch black in the glass, not a whole lot of head. Quarter finger, that mocha kind of khaki head. There's no real room. I can, just telling you, my glass is about 3 feet away from my face. I can smell that. It's crazy. I don't really have room to swirl that, but I'm sure alcohol legs would be streaking down. It looks killer in that glassware. So, are we going to be able to smell and taste everything that's in here? No, but let's see what she's got. So the rum barrels are definitely there. This has an awesome, like coconut boozy nose. There is a lot of chocolate. There's a lot of dark fruits, but that coconutty rum that's there, I love that. I've talked about Pirate Bomb a couple times recently from Prairie. That's one of my favorite rum barrel aged beers I've ever had. This kind of has that awesome coconutty rum thing. If you've had a good rum barrel aged beer, I think you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's just, there's like, it's awesome. It's like chocolate covered dark fruits, but like that kind of cherry cordial thing that I talked about in a couple of stouts that we drank, whenever that was. It's figgy, raisiny, plummy, all those dark fruits, but just think of it like dipped in milk chocolate with a bunch of that coconutty rum. Not a lot of roast in this one. It's pretty, I don't want to say it's sweet smelling, but I think for me there's a difference in stouts between one that's roasty and one that's sweet. This is more on the sweet side. But yeah, tons and tons of chocolate too. This smells absolutely killer, so rather than try and pick anything else out, let's taste it and see if we taste anything different. Cheers. Mouthfeel of this beer is awesome. It's delicious. Wow, that's really good. There's a lot that I'm tasting. I have to try and figure out what this is. So a lot of what you smell carries over to the taste of it. It's like the mouthfeel is awesome. It just kind of coats your teeth, your tongue, everything stays on the side of your mouth. It just hangs out, which is cool. I like that in big ABV stouts. There is a ton of dark fruits. Think of the, like I said, the cherry, plummy, figgy, raisiny. Lots and lots of chocolate, like milk chocolate, decadent kind of desserty milk chocolate. And there's that rum barrel is there on the finish. It almost has like that, what's the rum that's in the, isn't it in a white Malibu rum? It's got that like kind of, I don't want to say tropical because people think IPAs when you talk about tropical, but it's got that kind of, you're sitting on an island with some sort of blended drink with an umbrella in it kind of a vibe at the end of it. I love that. There's even like a brownie thing, like, God, this is killer. There's a lot that you're tasting. So, I mean, you can only figure out everything that you're having. A little bit of heat on the end. I mean, almost 14%, you kind of expect that. Plus you have all those different barrels. There's rum barrel, they use bourbon barrels, all that stuff. Good amount of like, there's a good amount of like drying on the finish of that with like that kind of woody, oaky thing. But it doesn't get crazy like to where you're like, ugh, this is, you know, too much. This is fantastic. It's an awesome blend of beers. You get a lot of flavor out of it. The mouth feels killer. It's really, really good. I love this beer. I've loved it every year that I've had it. So I might rate it higher than what people, you know, other people rate it. This is one of those beers for me I look forward to every year, and it's never let me down. So it's another world-class stout from Modern Times. It's in that 97, 98 range. I really, really dig this. The mouth feels awesome. Like as I've talked the whole time, it's still like coating the sides of my mouth. It just stays there. It's killer. There's even like a I get that berry kind of thing, like coffee, like when you get like those like coffee aromatics, it'll have like that kind of berry like thing with a little bit of roasted coffee. Even that, as this is warmed up more, like just smelling it, it's crazy. This is so good. Yeah, that coconut with the rum barrels on the finish is fire. Love it. 97 out of 100. Good stuff from Modern Times. So that is the 2018 vintage of Wizard Blend. This was 2 bottles per member, plus you could buy an extra bottle, I think, or no, 1 bottle per member, plus you could buy 2 extra. So this is out there. I suggest you guys try trading for this. You don't have to give up anything crazy because they made plenty of it. But get your hands on this. Like you guys deserve to drink this. It's good stuff if you're into blended beers. It's fun to like taste all the layers of flavor. So I'll hang out for the rest of the afternoon and sip on this and kind of see how it changes. They say to drink it at 50 degrees. I picked it up from the brewery. It wasn't like ice cold, and then traffic was awful, so it's been sitting in my truck for like an hour and a half. It's perfect temperature right now. It's killer. So rather than ramble on, I will let you guys go. If you guys have ever had Wizard Blend, leave a comment. Let's talk about it. And I'll see you guys very soon. Cheers.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.